it's that fella from Chesterfield, and I'm off out on a little errand on this video, so join me just as I'm dropping down Bent Lane. Well, hello everybody. Yes, you know who it is, don't you? That fella from Chesterfield. Out and about again. Enjoying the last remnants of summer. Isn't it glorious? Absolutely fantastic summer for motorcyclists this year in the UK. We'll not get many more as good as this. So I hope everybody with a bike has enjoyed it while you can. You've got to make hay while the sun shines. Yeah, daylight's precious. Use as much daylight as you can. That's me. Get up early, go to bed late. My dad used to say plenty of time for sleeping when you're dead. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. What a fantastic biking summer we've had. I was looking at my speedo as I climbed on, and I got Guy the Guerilla in March, and I've done 3,000 miles, nearly 3,000. When I got the bike, it had to have a first service, a first oil change and what have you, after 300 mile. And then the next one on this is 6,000. 6,000? Yeah. So, anyway, I'm up to 3. So, I think I'll do an intermediary oil change myself before we go in for the 6,000 service. What do you think? Not do many harm, will it? Eh? Bit of fresh oil, new filter. I want to look after him. He gives me good service. Look at this, with the sunlight coming down through the trees. Isn't it glorious, eh? Get your sen out. Get a bike and get your sen out there. Yes. I'm on my own this morning. I'm not going so far. No, we're not going far this morning. My first port of call is I'm going to call in and see our kid, see how he's going on. Yes, you glimpse through the trees there, you can see right across the valley. It's absolutely beautiful. That's Darley-Dale, that. Oh, gentleman with his dog. I'll pass slow with a wide berth. I don't want to frighten the animals. I don't want the dog to bite me either. Right, I'm going to turn down here and I'm going to cut you off, and we'll pick it up again in a short while. So, as Jimmy Young used to say, TTFN, ta-ta for now. And we're back again. That's our kid sorted out, so I'm going to come back a different road now. We'll turn off up here. Head for Chatsworth. Yes, it'd be a shame not to have a little ride round today, but I have got things to be doing, so I need to get back to have a ride up here. Not been up this way for a while. It's always a bad bit of road, this, with parked cars. No, wait there, matey. Take your time. You have to pick your moment and go for it on here. And once you're committed, you've sort of got to keep going. It's a gorgeous morning. We're just coming out of the village of Roseley now, heading towards Beeley, with not a care in the world. Well, not so far anyway. Yes, so I've got lots of jobs piling up at home, as you do. They're decorating and one thing and another. Keeps me busy. I've got another little trip planned next month, but that'll be a car journey. I've got a son down in Southampton, which is, I don't know, how long does it take me to get down there? 3 hours or more? Yeah, so I've just had the car tested, so and serviced, so that's all good to go. Cost me a bit of money this time with a broken coil spring on the front that I didn't realise I'd got. But that's the joys of motoring. Cyclists. And another one. A lot of cyclists out today round here. Look at this, eh? Out in God's garden, aren't we here? It's grand. Yeah. If the road wasn't still closed, I would have gone up over Beeley Moor, but we'll have a ride through Chatsworth. Seat of the Duke of Devonshire. There's that over the little river. There's the garden centre just up here to the left, and that will be busy there. I had a walk round the other week, first time for ages, and had a look at all the things that I couldn't afford to buy. It's not cheap. But no, it's cheap nowadays, is it? Just take that in now. Here by the grace of the Duke of Devonshire. That's Chatsworth House down there in the distance, look. Smashing. Yes, so, wow, lots of jobs to do, and I don't know which one to do first. I've got some couple of rooms I want to decorate, but I've got an ensuite shower I want to rip out and get that done. I shall probably tackle that in October, I think, when the weather starts getting worse and I shan't be out so much on the bike. I try to get out at least once a week on the bike. Me and my mate we have a joint ride at least once a week, and last year we did it all through winter. There was just 2 or 3 weeks when we didn't turn out at all. Might have been, well, I say 2 or 3, it might have been 4 or 5, something like that. I didn't keep tally, but when it was really that bad that we couldn't get out at all, we took it in turns in the car and we went out to a cafe and had a breakfast somewhere, break the week up, have a bit of a catch up on the news, what we've been doing and everything. So yeah, it's a weekly routine. When we go out in the car, we don't go far, we just go to somewhere local, and we like the one at there's a motorbike cafe at Staveley near Chesterfield, and yeah, it's not too far from us. It don't look much from the outside, but yeah, they do a nice breakfast and they have bike nights and meets all through the summer. So yeah, we go there in the winter more often than not. But with it being close to us, it's not really much use. You know, when you organise a ride out, you want to go 200 mile for a bag of chips, don't you? Not 2 mile. And to enjoy the ride. I suppose we could ride round and then come back on the way home, couldn't we? But no. What's this, a sightseeing? Oh yes, it's the open top sightseeing bus, look, in front. Peak Explorer, this comes out from Chesterfield. It's not going very quick, we're only doing 15 mile an hour. But it's a solid white line, so you can't pass down here. I've noticed lately a lot of motorcyclists passing on double white lines or single solid white lines, and it's not advisable. I used to do it, but not anymore. There's too many people with cameras in the cars, and there's always the really nice people that like to drop you in it. So I would advise against doing anything like that. I had a car pipping at me the other day because I was following a slow vehicle, and I wouldn't go around it over the double white lines. It was a big gang here, look. Old boys out for a trip, and I can't blame them. Not on a day like today. Now then, which way are we going? Oh look, the top deck's full. Yeah. I might have to... yeah. I might have to get my bus pass out and have a go at that. Why not? Sandwich and a flask. Go out for the day. Look at that, eh? Grand up there, I bet. I bet they're enjoying that. Look. It has to make the bus a bit top heavy with everybody on the top deck though, doesn't it? I bet he has to just think about his corners and things. Right, well, I've made a decision, and we're coming to a roundabout, and whichever way that bus goes, I'll go the opposite way. Unless if he's going into this bus lay-by here. No. Oh yes, he is. He's turning in there, so no, we don't need to do that. He's going around this little circle here, look. He'll be picking more people up, and they'll all be hoping to get on that top deck, but look, it's full. You need to get on that bus early, don't you, for a good seat. Right, now I can go right for Sheffield, Chesterfield, sorry, or left for Sheffield. Tell you what, I'll turn left, we'll have a bit of speed up the hill, and then we'll turn right back onto the little lanes. Look at the traffic coming down into the Dales today. Everybody in Sheffield's woke up this morning and thought, what shall I do? Ah no, we'll go over to Derbyshire. There'll be nobody there. One after another coming. Yeah, so I'm going to get home and start my jobs. I might, if I can talk her into it, get my missus to walk into town with me, and we'll pick some paint, I think. Once the paint's been picked, I can make a start then. But I have to get the seal of approval, because, as any man will tell you that's married, every man lives in his wife's house. Yes, you do. Every man lives in his wife's house. I could paint it a colour that I picked, but I'd never hear the last of it, would I? So, happy wife, easy life. Let's turn right up here. Turn right up here onto Cloddle Lane. I'm going to sit right in the middle of the road because somebody will try and squeeze past me. Like that. I had that once and somebody nearly knocked me off. Oh crikey, look at them coming this way. Yeah. It's going to be mad out on the roads today, so we're heading back for safety. Too dangerous today. Got all the tourists out. And people that do things like that don't look where they're walking. Oh dear. Yes. It's a weekend, so it's to be expected. I don't like riding at the weekend. No siree. I might go out sort of early evening, like 6 o'clock at night in the summer at the weekend, but not in the daytime. You've all the what I call the amateur drivers out at the weekend. The people that commute to work all week, go backwards and forwards to work, and they think they're an expert. Whereas in the week, you've got all the professionals out, the lorry drivers, the reps, all such as them. The people that are used to reading the signals of what's happening on the road. Driving was my profession for many years, and I always said there was 2 survival hours. If you were going to have a bump or anything, it was that hour in the morning and that hour at night when people are going to and from work. And you can see the difference in driving standards. Like I say, they just drive to work and back. They don't, you know, they're not used to looking for the signals. I don't mean indicators, I mean when you're a professional driver. I'm not blowing my own trumpet here, it's just, but you get to see signs, how people are behaving as they drive along. And those that haven't spent a long time in the saddle don't see it. See people in the mirror acting strangely, and my answer to that was always pull over and let them go. If they're acting in an agitated, sort of impatient way, let them go. Let them go. It's not worth it. They're better off in front. As I come to junctions like this one now, as I've got older, I don't like having a quick glance and going anymore. That one, you'd got plenty of time to pause and look around, but if I'm coming to a T-junction, I like to give myself a bit more time now. Your faculties are slowly depreciating as you get older, and you have to take that into consideration and give yourself a little more time. And it's not until you have a little bit of a scare that you realise your faculties are depreciating, and you know, when you have that ooh moment, when you think, oh hang on, it's clear, and you're just about to go, and then you'd not seen something coming. That's a wake-up call, isn't it? Give yourself plenty of time. You owe it to yourself. Look after yourself as you get older. Wow, look at that, eh? What a view. The great thing about living in Chesterfield is you've got all this on your doorstep. And it's the same for Sheffield, and to a certain extent Derby, I suppose. But it's literally 10 minutes Chesterfield and you're in the Dales. 10-12 minutes, you're over the top in the Dales, and it's smashing. Well, there's lots of quiet roads like this to come back into Chesterfield. You can avoid the mad traffic a bit before you get into the town. Into town, as we say. Yeah. So, we'll see what her indoors is feeling like when we get back. See if I can get her to go down into town and get some paint. Ready for decorating. He was being cautious then. He saw the car sticking out, and good job he did. He was ready for him though. Phone box still there, but it hasn't got a phone in though. Hey, those were the days, weren't they? Phone boxes. You'd be desperate to make a call, and you'd ride along for miles. Oh, there's a phone box there. It'd always be at a junction where you can't park, so you'd park somewhere down the road, walk all the way back to it, you get back to the phone box. Somebody had put chewing gum in the coin slot, or pulled the handset off or something. Or it had a funny aroma. That was usually the case. Yeah, some phone boxes were delightful, weren't they? Now things have changed with the advent of the mobile phone. Thing is, we've all got mobile phones now, but it's unusual to see someone using it as a phone. Most people are looking at it, aren't they? They're not using it as a phone. They're doom scrolling. Yeah, can't do that on a motorbike, can you? Can't look at your mobile phone. Well, not in that manner anyway. When I've got the sat-nav on mine, the old Google Maps, I can glance down at it, but I can't operate it while I'm riding. Right, keep moving, Kev. Keep moving. Don't want them dragging you in there. That's where we all end up. Oh dear. The local hospice. Right, so I'm virtually coming into town now. So, with that, I'm going to turn right here first. Wait for this car to go. With that, I'm going to cut you loose. Till next time. So, it's goodbye from me. Ta-ta now. Ta-ta.